Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Offbeat, your source for metal news. My name's Mike, and today we're going to kick it off with a news story by Obituary. They just released a new single called Loathe off their new release. Now, the new release is a special two-song single containing a brand new pair of studio tracks, plus a bonus live set of 12 classics and fan favorites recorded in 11 different cities on the Inked in Blood World Tour. Now, this comes out October 21st. I had a chance to listen to the new single Loathe. It's very good. It sounds like old school Obituary, stuff like Off Cause of Death, around that era. I definitely enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to listening to the full release. Next up on the list, we have Asphyx released a new single called Incoming Death, which is off of the album with the same name. And it holds true to that same Asphyx aura. You know, a lot of these bands, a lot of these older death metal bands that have kind of grown, they've changed their sound in terms of music, in terms of what death metal, death metal isn't what it used to be. It has to have that same, like that Tampa Bay, original OG death metal vibe, and it's kind of been lost. But Asphyx has managed to still keep that in their music, and then have constantly released great albums throughout the entirety of their discography. I remember Death Hammer, which came out in 2012, had that same feel that the Rack had, which was their first release. Very good. Sounds immensely powerful, old school, awesome. Looking forward to the full release, which comes out September 30th. And again, the name of the album is Incoming Death, so look forward to that. Next, we have In Flames. They released the new single, The End, off their upcoming album, Battles. Never been a huge In Flames fan. I've liked all their stuff. I wasn't necessarily like, the melodic death metal, elitist kind of guy that hated when they changed to the metalcore, though I didn't like the metalcore stuff as much. It was okay, but it wasn't necessarily bad. This sounds like a total cash grab. It sounds really just uninspired, just kind of, I don't know, it sounds like they're chasing that post-hardcore scene that's kind of dead now, I think. I mean, they could be around still, I'm not sure, but the album Battles comes out November 11th, so we'll look forward to that. I'll definitely give it a listen and let you guys know how it is. Meshuggah also released Born in Dissonance, which is a new single off their upcoming album, The Violent Sleep of Reason. Kind of sounds like what they've been doing for the last, 10, 15 years. But, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not necessarily, great, if you know what I mean. Well, the album comes out October 7th. And the album, again, is called The Violent Sleep of Reason, so I'll be looking forward to listening to that. Next, we got Metallica had a new song. It's kind of like a sample. It's called Moth into Flame, and it's off their new upcoming album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Now, I listened to the original Hardwired song, and it was okay. I liked the guitar section, what they had. It sounded really old school, kind of like, I don't want to say super early, but it did sound older compared to what they've released, in the few 15, 20 years that they've been around. But it was okay. It wasn't great. I'm still not a fan of his new vocal style that he's having. And that's what this kind of new thing had. But the sample was honestly like maybe 10 minutes. It was on a trailer for the new album. And it was just a little sample. You can't criticize it really. You barely heard anything of it. I'm still looking forward to hearing it. I hope that they go back to what the original style is, but I have a feeling it's kind of going to be just like a Death Magnetic 2, pretty much. We'll have to see, though. Comes out November 18th, so that'll be definitely super exciting to see a new Metallica album coming out. And lastly, which is my favorite piece of news, is former Agalloch members announced a new band called Karada with Aaron John Gregory of Giant Squid. When Agalloch dismembered, it was because Jod Hom, he was the founder, singer, and one of the guitarists, and he was, I don't want to say the heart and soul of Agalloch, but he was definitely a huge force behind what Agalloch was as a band. And it was really sad to see him wanting to depart, not really wanting to do it anymore. But it's cool to see that the former Agalloch members want to do what Agalloch was. Now, we don't necessarily know if Karada is going to be a Agalloch copy, or if it's going to be a new idea, or if it's going to use influences from Agalloch and then some new stuff. We'll just have to wait and see. That brings us to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be posting all links and everything that I talked about in the description box down below. If you guys have any comments or suggestions on how to improve this channel, please put them into the comments down below as well. I will be trying to post things regularly on this channel. It's a new channel, so any help or any guidance will be greatly appreciated on how to improve this channel. Thank you very much for watching. As always, stay metal.